Hi, my name is Ben Miller and I'm a physical therapist here at Total Physical Therapy in Amarillo. And today we are going to continue our installment on running research, where we take a look at different research articles and figure out how they apply to our lives as runners. Today we're going to ask the question, does having weak hip abductors lead to different injuries while we run? We asked a similar question whenever we were looking at Patellofemoral Pain Syndrome a couple of videos ago and wondering, does working your hip abductors actually help treat Patellofemoral Pain Syndrome? And we found out that it did to some degree. Today we're looking more at, does a healthy individual, if they have already weak hip abductors, does that lead to different running injuries? And that's what our question is asking today. And so to help us answer this question, we're going to look at an article, and the title of the article is Hip Abductor Strength and Lower Extremity Running Related Injury in Distance Runners, a Systematic Review. And this systematic review looks at 11 different studies. There were about 1,000 that they sifted through. About 11 of them fit the inclusion criteria. And the 11 studies included 5 different running injuries. The first one is IT band syndrome. The second one is Medial Tibial Stress Syndrome. Third one is Patellofemoral Pain Syndrome. Fourth one, Tibial Stress Fracture. And the fifth one is Achilles Tendinopathy. And the conclusion from the study is if we look at strength purely as a single factor and not looking at anything else, that strength correlates to, or if a healthy individual has weak hip abduction strength, it can lead to IT band syndrome, but none of the other running injuries that were listed above. So what can we get from this study? Well, if you want to help prevent your IT band syndrome, make sure that your hip abductors are strong. But also know that strength does not necessarily correlate to good running, which goes into what the study is not trying to say. So the question that we're asking is purely about hip abduction strength. It doesn't go beyond strength to say coordination or timing. And so as we know, running is a very complex motion, requires range of motion and strength and coordination in a certain motion where we're flexing and extending the hips, we're rotating the hips as well, and we're trying to coordinate all of those motions all at once to be able to make a runner move forward smoothly in a linear fashion down a road. And so we can get somebody who's really strong and we can put them out and try to run, but they may have some coordination problems which can lead to form problems and form issues, which has been shown to be leading towards injury. So just because somebody is strong doesn't necessarily mean that they will prevent their injury. And so this study doesn't necessarily look at that aspect. It only looks at strength as an individual variable, and it does not consider variables outside of it. And so what can we get from this? We need to make sure that we work on our hip abduction strength. We don't need to have any weaknesses as far as strength is concerned, but we don't want to let it stop there. We want to make sure that we can coordinate our strength and that we can use it at the right time in our gait cycle to make sure that our form is fluid and not choppy. We want to make sure that we include exercises that take the strength that we've gained from our strength exercises and use them to make sure that we're building coordination and timing that are specific for running type activities. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a like below. If you guys have any comments or questions about the study or anything that's been said in the video, go ahead and put those down below too. And if you guys have any ideas for future videos, feel free to put those in the comments below and we'll see if we can find any research articles addressing those questions. And you guys have a great day.